What's up, guys? It's Rob, and obviously you probably know me by my gamer tag Armorlight15 as well if you're following my channel. And I would love to give you guys a big shout out and a big virtual hug, a thanks to you guys, my continued subscribers, for your guys' continued support and sticking with me through this sticky time, transitioning from the ex-fiancés back into my own house. This video, I'm just gonna give you a quick lowdown on it. Looks like I'm level 15, which at the time I think was the max prestige you could get, using the ACR. I'm pretty sure extended mags and a red dot. My game plan, my strategy coming into this game was to purposely not using a silencer to try and draw attention to myself to get more kills quicker and to draw those enemies to me so that I could hear them and kill them. And I always prize myself on being a smarter fighter on Call of Duty than I am a marksman, let's say. My accuracy is, I'd say, average to slightly above average, but not anything stellar. And the only reason I usually have a good amount of luck in dominating games or just beating people at games or being better players than other people is because I'm smarter about what I do and how I do it. And you don't have to be an extremely accurate marksman on this game to be a good Call of Duty player. You have to be a smart player and still get your shots on target, a lot of the time though too. In the near future here, I'm going to give you guys a story about some friends and I when we got held at gunpoint by about 10 police officers. I think that would be a fun video or commentary to give you guys a little story from back in my teenage years. I'm also going to give, as you already know, we're getting really close to where I'm going to be moving back home to my own house, and I'm going to give you guys probably a virtual walkthrough of my house, a little cribs episode. I'm also going to show you guys a video of my gun collection. So once I get my gun safe back here shortly, we'll at some point in time in the near future have a gun collection video, and I'll show you all my different rifles, assault rifles, handguns, things like that I own and get to have fun with. And reason I'm doing the video today is because in 2 days I might get my wisdom teeth pulled. I'm not really too sure if it's going to happen this Thursday or not in 2 days, or we'll see what happens. But I figured it'd be better to give you a clear commentary right now than to try and do one with a mouthful of clotted blood and swelling. So that's what I'm doing. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. I figured for the remainder of the video I'd like to tell you guys about some stories and give you guys some advice and wisdom from a paramedic who does this for a living, working the 911 system. Tell you about some stories that I've had regarding teenagers and doing things that they thought were fun that ended up being nearly deadly, and if not deadly. One of them that comes to mind was a trauma, we call, where we have a vehicle accident or something that caused traumatic injury to somebody, and it was a car full of teenagers that were drinking and driving for the most part down a county road, somewhat deserted rural road, and they had the car packed full of people. I mean, just tons and girls and guys everywhere. I mean, the max occupancy was overloaded in this vehicle, and a lot of them weren't even wearing their seatbelts. And they're just kind of driving fast, being teenagers, having fun and drinking. Well, it's all fun and games. And a lot of the time, we just don't think about consequences of our actions when we're teenagers. We just think about having fun and drinking alcohol because we can't buy it. And unfortunately, this circumstance, whoever the driver was, lost control of the vehicle and rolled it since they're driving quickly. And a lot of the people got thrown out of the vehicle as it rolled with the windows down. And one of the girls in the car got killed. It's kind of gross, but the best way I could describe it was when I saw her, was like her face, it was made with putty, out of putty, and you were to smack someone in the face with a frying pan to where it flattened out completely. It was like that, with kind of like a marshmallow cream that came out of her nose, like whatever this frothy sputum was or whatever this stuff was pretty nasty looking, and she was just about as dead comes. Her face was completely just crushed flat. And this was someone's girlfriend, someone's friend, whatever it was. It's unfortunate because we as teenagers don't think about the consequences of our actions, and shit happens. It's not until you probably get a little bit older than people actually die that you've known personally, and you realize they're gone for good, that it really hits you that there really is death around you, and death can happen to anyone at any time. and you have to be smart about what you do. Another story that I can tell you was a longboarding accident. Two kids, best friends, actually 3 or 4 of them, but 2 specifically involved in this accident where they were longboarding down this steep hill, windy in a residential area. A construction truck came up from the bottom of the hill, and the kids tried to steer out of the way on their longboards, but they're going too fast. One of them creamed right into the vehicle coming up, towards him. That was probably going 35 miles per hour, and the kid got killed, and his friend got a concussion, and his friend was still alive, and I had him as my patient, and he kept asking me where his other friend was, and it was his best friend, and I couldn't tell the kid, hey, your buddy's dead, your best friend's dead, and is a tough thing to deal with, but you got to realize that there's consequences for actions. You guys got to think ahead and be smart about what you do. And maybe I'll do another video here soon about some other stories and stuff like that. But be safe out there, guys.